So welcome to communication, and today we will go through flipped classroom lessons about targeting you. And as multimedia designers, you need to know how to target and how to find your target group and how to make your products even better. And today's lessons is based on the theory of David Bramston called Basic Product Design Visual Conversations from 2010. Don't you want just to be this company who actually knows how to target this yellow man? Even though that we have an audience with a lot of people, we just need to be focused on the yellow man. And Bramston, he is telling that to do this, we need to have focus on the product and the user, and especially the connection between those two. Because if we need and know the connection, we actually also know what is the need. So every single person has expectation and demands for what they will like. And it's products, we're talking about services, everything. So everybody has a need and expectation. So the market, to be in the blue ocean, you need to understand your customer, you need to understand the market, you need to understand your users' identity and their experience. Because they are not stereotypes. Even though that we are putting people into target groups, we have a lot of individuals in this target group. So if you want to stand out as a company, you need to understand the people. And you can actually manipulate and shape the products so they are perfectly suitable for the requirements. And the requirements from the people, the customers, this is what counts. So the product needs to connect and engage the individual. And if it does this, we have a glad and a very happy consumer. If they are happy, of course they feel confidence, and then they rather want to go and buy your product again, compared to if they just had some random service from another company. You are actually the one who they choose because you had the great service or the great product that was fittable exactly to the individual. So for instance, take this picture here. We have 10 different pictures. Just reflect in 5 seconds of what is those 10 pictures telling you. So we have 10 pictures here. The first one is telling you how the customer explained it. So the customer wants a swing. And the customer is explaining blah, 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 blah. So if you see in the lower right corner, this is what the customer really needs. So we have one swing that is explained, but the customer needs something else. So how can we be clear on that this is actually what the customer wants and needs and not what they explained? The best way of doing this is co-creation and co-design, because here you can really look into what do they need and not what they explained. Have some fun with this one because there's a lot of funny pictures here that is explaining different people in a company. So just look into it if you like to. Products need to be flexible. Do you remember Dell? Dell were one of the first companies who actually was making a company that was fittable and flexible for the customers, where they could choose exactly what they wanted to have in the computer. So this is one way of fitting a company into this targeting field. And we need to recognize that every person is unique. They have high expectations, not only for the product, but also the way that they are purchasing this product. But of course we have fashion, we have trends, and they are changing very, very quickly. So we need to observe the habits and the behavior of our target group, our target audience, and we need to look into how do we as a company develop a new product that is suitable to the target group. And as you can see here in the bottom, we have idea, we have research, we have develop, testing, analyzing, and intro. And again, this is a process. And this process here, we have testing. And testing, this is where we need to understand the user experience. And it's not only appearing one time, but we have testing a lot of times. So remember to test when you want to make a great product that is suitable for your target group. Look at this picture here. So we have 6 different people looking at an elephant. And they are seeing this elephant from different points of view. So, as a company or a multimedia designer, you need to be certain of the climate. You need to be focused on the culture, the context, what is happening out there. Because if you only get a little bit of perspective of the elephant, you can only target this piece of the elephant. But you need to know more about the elephant before you can make a great product or great service. This, for instance, here we have a pizza. It's totally the same pizza, but when you have the context of a cozy place, restaurant where you get a pizza, or you find the pizza on the street a dark night. So the context here, this is what matters. So if you understand and observe and adapt the culture before you're making the product or the service, and you are having this in your mind all the time through the process, you will make great products and solutions. Here we have some examples. Maybe you remember this Walkman. This one was invented in 1995 and the summer of 1996. And the thing about this Walkman was that they made a suitable Walkman for the happy people, and it was fun, it was fashionable, and it was original. And people loved this Walkman because not everyone had one like this. So they sold a lot of Walkmans. Maybe today we will think that I will prefer something else because the color is not the color or the trend today. But at that time it was perfect. And of course Sony, they tried to develop themselves. Then we can of course discuss if Apple had a better way of doing things. But this is one example of a great company and a great solution in the 90s. Another one is this wonderful watch from Swatch. And the thing they did was to make very funny watches, colorful watches. And this is from 2009. And here you could actually attach different flowers, of course, depending on who you are as a person. So here we have some great examples of fittable products. Bramston, he is also talking about the differences between everybody. And when we look at cultures, the red side of the picture here is illustrating how people in China is standing in line. And the blue part of the picture is showing how German people are standing in line. So Even though that the solution is the same here. So the human in Germany and the human in China both want to to go to the counter, but they have totally different ways of doing it. So we need to look at the experience, the language, the clothes, the features, and so on and so on. So it's not only where I am right now. Remember the elephant. We need to see it in a bigger perspective. We need to involve the consumer. We need to adapt whatever the consumer are doing, and we need to echo what they are doing. And echo means that we need to observe what the customers are doing, and then we need to copy it. Because if they have some problems in their everyday life, maybe we can make a product that is fittable into this specific situation. So we need to go from the yellow post-it to the pink post-it. We need to have customers that is loyal. And the only way that we have loyal customers is if they think they are heard on the field. If they think everything they say, they do, is observed, and we have products and services that is developed and suitable for exactly the individual we want to target. You know Google, for instance. Google with their logo, they changed it because it was more fittable to the society today. So they reinvented themselves. They were rebranding themselves. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening today. I hope that you got something out of this video. I look forward to see you in class where we will discuss this as well. But have a nice day. Bye.